Well, well, well. Look who it is.
guys, our mini game today is Uno, but it's not like typical Uno. In this Uno, you're going to try to get from one point in your space all the way around and back to where you started. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over here by this couch, and I'm going to try to go through this kitchen over here. Then I'm going to come all the way around and come back over here. I'm going to have a set of Uno cards. I'm also going to have a sock. I'm going to hold on to my sock, and I'll tell you more about that later. But first, our Uno cards. There is a couple different things you need to know. If you draw a regular card, right here is a number 9 card. If I drew this, I would be able to take 9 big steps in any direction that I wanted. If I draw a skip card, then my turn gets skipped and I don't get to move anywhere. If I draw a reverse means I have to go backwards the card that I just had. So in my first example, I drew, what did I draw? I drew a 9. So if my next card was a reverse, I would have to take 9 steps back the way I started. Whew! Rough. The next card that we need to talk about, see if I can find one for you, this is a very good example, is a +2. If you draw a +2, you get to take 2 steps plus the card that you drew last round. Ooh. If you drew a +4, it would be the same thing. And I'm trying to find the last, here we go. If you draw, well, that's not a good example. If you drew a wild card, you get to choose whichever card that you have flipped over in your previous turns and take that many steps. If you take a wild +4, then you get to take 4 steps plus whatever card you want to take in addition to that. So let's see how many steps it takes me to go around my space over here. My first card, first card is a 9. So I'm going to go ahead and take 9 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My next card's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what this next card is. Hope it's not this one is a 2. 1, 2. See what this one. This one's a 7. Now I'm only 1 step away from where I started, but I have to take 7 steps. 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's the trick in Uno. You have to end where you started. So if you draw a card that is over the amount of steps that you need to get back to the beginning, then you're going to have to keep going and try again the next time. Whew. Let's see how many times it takes you to return to your starting position. Make sure you go in more than one room for your course. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you leave your pile in the center, because you're playing with 2 people, make sure you carry a sock. So when you go and you draw, a wild +4. So I drew a 7. +4 is 11, obviously. After my 11th step, I would leave my sock there and go and get another Uno card. And that way I could figure out, that's a +2. So 7 plus 2 is 9. So I'd get to take 9 steps. This next time I would take my sock, and wherever I came back to, I would leave it, and then I would go get another card. A 9. Love the 9s in this deck, apparently. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leave my sock, take another card, see if you can end off at the place you started. Good luck. So our fitness challenge today involves a song we've already done twice this week. It's time for sweet number 3. This time when we do our Bring Sally Up song, we are doing lunges. I like to do my reverse lunges. Okay, and make sure when you do these you are switching legs each time they say to go up or down. So each time we go down, we're switching our legs. Can you make it through the whole song? Good luck. I want to be right there with you. Let's see what we can do. We're down. Made it through that time. Did you guys make it through all the way with your lunges? Hey guys, Mr. C here. For today's main event, we're playing one of my all-time favorite games. It's called Sorry. What you're going to need for this game, you're going to need about 15 pairs of socks, and you're going to need to make a circle. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see here. Let me get some more socks. 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to add some more in between here just to make it a little more challenging. Yeah, that's better. That's more like it. Now, what you're also going to need is a deck of cards. Well, before I go there, almost forgot. All right. In Sorry, you have a little line past your home base. This sock right here is going to be my home base. It's where I'm going to start. It's where I'm going to end. Here's where the cards come into play. Standing on your sock right here, you are going to draw a card. This card is a 2. So what I get to do is I get to move 2 socks in front of me. Now this continues a 3. I don't think this deck is shuffled at all. Let me go ahead and shuffle this deck. Okay. So then you're going to choose a second card, and it's the exact same card. Okay. A 3. 1, 2, 3. So I got to move up 3 socks that time. Let's flip it again. An ace. If you guys get a face card or an ace, you get to move 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's get another card. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm back at home base. A 4. Now, the whole point for this game is to get your 4 socks in the middle. But you can only get there after you end on this last sock right here. So this is a really good example, because if I have 4, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can take this middle sock. All right. But if I was to draw, if I'm on this last sock right here and I drew an ace, okay, that is 10 spaces, and I cannot go in there because 10 is more than 4. So I have to go back around the circle. That's only if I drew it. Luckily, I drew a 4, so I have 1 point. I'm going to put that in my pocket. I then start at my home base sock, and this card is a 4. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I land on this sock over here. A 4 again. Lucky me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got. A 3. 1, 2, 3. And again. A 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. A 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Another time. A 9. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 5 spaces up until here. So 9 is more than 5. So I have to keep going around the circle. So if you miss that, you just keep going around the circle. Now, if I was playing with a friend, Mr. Elephant here, if I was playing with a friend, I would draw a card, and then Mr. Elephant would draw a card. Okay? Make sure you're taking turns. This is not a speed game. This is a game where you take your turn and you let others go on their turn. I will say you need to be honest with this game, because people can't watch you all the time in this game. So please be honest, do not cheat, and see if you can beat your partner. If you don't have a stuffed animal like I do, grab someone else around the house. Play this game when you can. It's super fun. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Good luck, guys. I hope you win.